Okay. Welcome. Hello, friends. This is DNF Diaries. Every other week, we bring you a wonderfully entertaining, low stakes, absolutely no shame story of a DNF in the ultra marathon, sub ultra, FKT, or through hike world. For those that are not familiar, DNF stands for Don't Not Feast. Shout out to eating season, which is upon us. It's actually every season. DNF could mean that, but in this context, it means did not finish. We are accepting DNF stories through our email, dnfconfessions@gmail.com, or you can slide into our DMs on Instagram at dnf.diaries. Please send us your stories about quitting, DNFing, and endurance effort. If you'd like to be kept anonymous, we can make that happen. So, without further ado, I'm Arlee Hiskey, and I'm a runner, and today I'm a snow driver because it's snowing. And today I've got with me not Tara. Who's here?
Sorry, Tara can't come to the podcast right now because
She's not dead.
Not dead. She's out of the country. But guess who has a key to her place?
None other than
It's me, your favorite reoccurring character, Rascal. That's right, me. Oh my gosh, you guys so excited? I am. I am also a runner. I'm also a fun person and a thru hiker. And Tara's friend, Arlee's friend, and yeah, also just funny. So here I am for you and all your entertainment needs.
Oh my God, Rascal. That's quite the intro of yourself.
Sorry, I got excited.
No, it was great. We love it. So today it's just Arlee and Rascal bringing you a story for the first time in a little while. We skipped an episode. There was a lot going on, parent-teacher conferences. Obviously, I knew ahead of time that week was gonna mess me up, but the time wasn't there. So that's okay.
Yeah,
It happens to
it's
the
all
best
right.
of us.
The people were
back.
busy. They were at their holiday, festivities and whatnot. So
we're back and better than ever.
Oh.
So before we get into our Ultra news, shout out Ultra for sponsoring us. Big fan. Rask, you got any Ultra faves these days?
I mean, love me, Mommy Ultra, and all that she does for us. I run in the wilds because 4 mil is better for my life than the 0 drop anymore. So yeah, wilds, and then on the roads, I run in also 4 mils, the road ones that I know the name of, but it's not at the tip of my tongue right now.
Oh, the
It's called
experiences?
Yeah, I think so. Or
okay.
Something like that.
I don't know. 4 mil roads.
4 mil roads. They're great, honestly. Big fan. And that's what I've been in for a hot minute now.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stick to the 0 drop. They're doing me good right now. And also in the winter, I run a lot of roads. In the torrents. But also, I think I said this on the last episode. I'm gonna say it again. I bought a mid layer from Ultra.
Whoa.
And it's wool and it's bright red, which is generally not my favorite color, but I wear it on almost every single run.
Damn.
It's like a quarter zip and it's incredible. It's so good.
That's a huge step up for Ultra because apparel has really never been their thing.
I know, but this quarter zip is so good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd recommend it to everybody.
Okay. Well.
So we're gonna get into the Ultra news, but also speaking of Ultra sponsoring us, Ultra's really in the sponsor game these days. They sponsor JFK, and I also heard, maybe I'm the last to hear, that they are sponsoring Cocodona next year.
Whoa, that's big news.
That's what I thought.
What? They're sponsoring a 200+ mile race?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's an echo thing. I can't change it while we're recording.
On your side or my side?
On my side, I can hear it.
Mm.
Oh well.
Here we are.
We're just working through it. It's kind of like we're in a cave. It's like we're in a cave.
Ooh, a
Ooh.
cozy Christmas cave. It's snowing here as well as I hear it is in Vermont.
It's been snowing all damn day. Yes, and this episode will be edited by myself. It'll be my first time editing, so hope it's good.
Big moves for big
Anyways,
dog.
yeah, big moves for big dogs. Um, yeah, Ultra's moving into the big like race sponsorship arena.
Okay, Ultra. I
I
see
know,
you.
Mommy Ultra, really
Going
boss
for it
lady.
this year. Seriously.
Yeah.
Mm.
But in real Ultra news, JFK.
Mm,
Meg,
yeah.
have you followed? Have you heard any JFK things?
I loosely followed because I have a good friend, Sierra DeGroff, who was running it, and I love her dearly. And so I was like, oh, I gotta check in on her. And she said she didn't have the best race ever, but I think she did really well, obviously, and she
Yeah.
crushed it. I also am a big fan of JFK because part of the race is on the Appalachian Trail, which I don't know if you
Yeah, it
guys
is.
know, but I know that trail pretty well.
Megan's obsessed with it.
Well, not as much as Tara, but yes.
Facts. That is true. That is true.
Yeah,
Good obsessions. Good obsessions on both parts.
it's
Yeah.
true. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, so Hans Schroyer was in first. No shoe change.
baby Hans, let's go.
The single track podcast really made it seem like no shoe change was a big deal.
It's
So
50
he used
miles. It's not
the
like
same shoes on the AT and the towpath.
uh,
JFK is notorious for shoe changes because of the like stark terrain differences.
totally, yeah, that makes sense.
But little boy Hans, he won.
Yeah.
He
All he
didn't
needed
get
was that baguette on the crossing the finish line.
Oh my god.
I did see that.
That's
That was
so
pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that
David
word.
Sinclair, who is the current course record holder, came in second. Obviously to Hans. And then on the women's side, Jade Belsberg was in first. Her and Hans are both ultra athletes.
Oh, yes, that's right. Ultra sweet.
Ultra sweet. Bought an ultra sponsored race. Big day.
Wow. The race bonuses must have been jacked. Let's go. Good job, kids.
And then Shay Aquilano was in second, and her and Jade were only 2 minutes apart.
Wild.
I heard at one point on the towpath, which is like the last 50K of the race, that the three women were like 90 seconds apart. The top three. Yeah, it was like really close. So JFK is kind of like, it's a really big deal.
It is. It's like an unsung hero also on the East Coast and like very different vibes from most of the big races, but like it really holds its own.
And it's in November.
Yeah. So you never know what you're going to get around that area.
Truly.
Yeah. Good job, everybody.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to what I think is my favorite, and I'm going to speak for Rascal. I think both of our favorite ultra news of the week.
Absolutely.
We are going to talk about a Vermont event that happened the weekend before Thanksgiving. More than just the weekend.
Yeah. An entire half of a week. I could not believe it.
Yeah. This is the Ascutney Vertical Backyard.
Brand new.
Brand new. Inaugural year. Holy shit.
Supposed to be like low key. What was it, like $75 to participate? Like super just like local. The only reason I had heard about it is because our friend Chewy had told me about it at Rutfest because she was like, yeah, like loosely signed up for this like vertical backyard. Sounded cool. Whatever. And then it became ultra news.
Ultra news. It was $75. You're right. So the course is backyard format, like every hour on the hour until there's one person standing left, right? Usually in a backyard, it's a pretty flat course. It's about 4 miles. Bubba's is like 3.6. This one, 2.2 miles, 1,200 feet of elevation gain on a ski slope. So like 1 mile and change up, the opposite down.
Yeah. So like steep.
Yeah, there were 2 trail options. One was the long loop where like you did all 1,200 at once and then came down all at once. And the other was like 3 short little ups like on the T-bar.
Okay.
And participants got to choose like which one they did each hour.
Right.
Yeah, and I think most people chose like based on personal preference. And then I think I had heard that like the long loop started getting icy at some point. So people like switched to the short loop and maybe even like lonely as well.
Yeah. Because it is Vermont in November. So same deal. You never know what you're going to get.
You never know. And so the race was capped at 100 participants. Nobody thought it was going to go on for more than like 36 hours. At hour 37, 4 people were left.
Fucking wild.
And then 4th place was Seth Richardson. He dropped at 50 yards, so 50 hours. Or he completed 50 hours worth. And there were still 3 people left.
That were just like not gonna stop.
Spoiler, the race was barely halfway over.
Right.
At 50 hours. Crazy.
I can't imagine, like, what if you gotta, like, people left because they had to go to work. Like, people, it was
and
beyond a weekend. And Thanksgiving week, yeah, the beginning
and
of it. Like
flights. And like this started Saturday at 9 a.m. I heard that a Scutney was like, so we're shutting down shop Sunday night. And then there were still 4 people running.
It was Tuesday afternoon and I was like, so will this ever end? I'm like still following and I'm like, dear Lord.
Yeah. So the final 3 participants were Amber Constant. You might remember her from doing the White Mountains yo-yo. This summer we talked about her on an episode. Absolute workhorse of a lady. Bill Tidd. He's, I believe, 63 years old. And I'm not sure if he currently has it, but a couple of years ago he set the supported New Hampshire 4,000 footer record. So he's like wild. A monster.
Yeah.
And then Connor Brown, who's 24. And he's
just
come to Bubba's like
just a kid.
A number of years.
Yeah.
Amber drops out at 64 yards. Bill Tidd gets lost because it's foggy. He loses the trail.
Also, like, delirious because you've been going for almost 90 hours.
True. And he doesn't finish the 90th lap in time or the 89th lap in time because he got lost. Connor Brown wins with 90 yards, 90 hours.
90 hours.
90 hours.
Of being up and climbing every hour on the hour, 1,200 feet a game.
And so the final stats for Connor, 202.5 miles, 108,810 feet of gain.
110 feet of gain. That is like, how many times is that Everest? So many times.
I think Everest was like 24 hours or something.
24. Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
You're right.
I think.
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
So, can you imagine how your leg, like, my legs would have just, like, crumbled. And these
1,200 feet in a mile, that's steep. That is steep.
Right? On a ski hill overnight, a couple nights when it gets, like, freaking freezing.
Yeah.
Like, so cold.
It snowed. It rained for a long time.
Like, I love suffering, but dear Lord. And here's this kid and this old man just, like, going along. I heard people were, like, begging them to stop. Like, listen, like, you guys.
Probably. You
can call it. Why don't you just, like, finish together? And they were like, no, we'll keep going.
Totally
like,
insane.
It's wild. And that is real ultra news. Like, because that is, like... Like, I know it takes, like, a lot to run 100. I know it takes a lot to do a lot of these things, but this is insane. And this is, like, never been done before. And this was, like, a casual local race.
It was $75.
It was $75 to enter.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes out for shit like that because it is wild.
Wild.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, I mean, we have a couple other bits of Ultra news. Nothing as shocking as that.
Still good stuff though.
Yes, still good stuff. Still good stuff. Um, right before we recorded, I was listening to Trail Society's new episode, and they gave a great recap of Ultra Trail Cape Town. Would recommend the listen. Corinne Malcolm details her own DNF. Maybe next time she'll send us her story.
All right, Corinne, come on in.
We can only hope. We can only
Okay.
wish. Corinne, if you're listening, we'd love to hear your stories.
Absolutely.
We'd love to tell your stories. Anyways, but I'm it sounds like the men's 100 miler at UTCT, the top 2 men finished within 30 seconds of each other, which is like crazy.
That's so close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And then Rachel Entrekin.
Rach.
Rach.
My girl. Dude, she's so funny. She is just like brutally honest and she's just 100% herself at all times. And that is why I love her so much. And I know sometimes she probably rubs some people the wrong way, but never stop being you, Rachel. Never stop.
We love that.
I know.
And now she's double sponsored. She's got Precision and Norda behind her.
Finally, we were really hoping that a shoe company would pick her up like before Mammoth, but they were just everyone was dragging their feet. But I think this one she actually got a really good deal, so really happy for her. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
It's really exciting.
Quad Dipsy. Never heard of it. Apparently, it's like in the Bay Area-ish, Marin Highlands in coastal California. A lot of stairs. Seems really
lot of
steep.
stairs, apparently. Yeah.
Anyways, Megan Roche broke like a 25-year course record by like 3 minutes.
Let's go, Mama Roach.
Yeah, she's a monster.
Yes. Literally.
Yeah.
So cool.
And the last Ultra news I have isn't news yet, but this weekend is CIM, which is the California International Marathon. Notoriously flat and fast. Like people rip PRs, rip Olympic qualifiers.
Ugh.
Courtney Dauwalter, Riley Brady, face off.
Damn.
At CIM. I can't wait to watch this.
Who's your pick? We were talking about this the other night.
I think Riley's gonna win. I think Riley's gonna beat Courtney.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I feel like because Riley knows that they're going up against Courtney, like mentally, if I was in that position, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to train my ass off. I'm going to get real fast and I'm going to go for it. And I think Courtney also has an insanely good chance. But it really just depends on their last training blocks and what they've been doing.
Oh, I mean, what a sophisticated answer.
Thank you so much. You know, it's one thing people don't know about Rascal is she really is a little bit sophisticated. Yeah, but we'll see. I don't know. It's also like Courtney lives in Leadville and that elevation is really high. And
yeah,
California, wherever they're doing it, is definitely lower and flatter.
I feel like Riley's has this like repertoire of flat and fast races.
Totally. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. When I saw them at Javelina, was that not this past one, but the year before? So freaking fast. So wild. Way to
go. Time will tell.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. So everyone tune in.
Yeah.
This weekend, right?
Yeah, Sunday.
Sunday fun day. Oh, great. Hopefully that overrides all the football. I work at a bar, so like
I doubt it'll be on TV.
Everyone's always like, is the game on? And I'm like, you know what's more interesting? Not football. I try and I literally turn on Red Bull TV to watch like snowboarding or something that's like actually interesting, and everyone's like, oh, put the Broncos game on. And I'm like, whatever.
Well, once the Olympics start, you can put that on instead.
So true. Is that this coming summer?
Winter. They're like in February.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah, I don't remember where they're happening. I'm gonna Google it real quick. A live Google.
Ooh, ooh.
Winter Olympics 2026.
Wow, that's so
Oh, they're
exciting.
in Italy. Yeah, beginning of
Ooh,
February.
okay. Well, that'll be good for business.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, are you ready to get into our episode today?
Yes, I am so excited to listen and chat about this story.
Okay. So, Megalodon, Rascal, I am bringing you a story about a dear friend who I met via email in our
Ooh,
DNF Confessions inbox.
okay.
Um, Her name is Andrea Terrell, rhymes with Carol.
Mm.
And today I'm telling Andrea Terrell's story of DNFing the summer. I put that
The
in air
summer?
quotes because that's what she called it. That was like the subject line of her email.
Okay.
And so this is a less than typical DNF story, but one that I think many of us probably have some level of familiarity with.
Hmm.
So we're going to start by learning a little bit about Andrea. She has 2 ultra sign up results, 2 races where she did very well.
Okay.
One of them is called the Space Pirate 100, which is like a family of races. She didn't run the 100, but it was an incredible name. I had to look it up. It's
Yes.
on the Space Coast in Florida.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Andrea lives in Florida.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andrea.
It seems like you go over a big bridge and then you run on a lot of pavement. So like it's for hardos.
Totally.
Um,
In
yeah,
Florida.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh gosh.
Um, Andrea also has some FKTs, mostly on like unsupported shorter routes in Florida. There was
Mhm.
one in Missouri and one in the Smokies, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just great.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
more
she gets
power to
around.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she runs all the distances. We've got some ultra stuff, some sub ultra, really into duathlons. Just talked about FKTs. And she's a big time run streaker.
Like
Like
streak
run
streak?
streaks. Not like naked, but like every day
Oh, okay, okay.
running. Andrea describes herself as an endurance athlete, and she fully believes that women are tougher and stronger than anyone else ever.
100% agree. Yes.
Which, yeah, no argument about it.
Nope.
And her story is like really going to illuminate why she thinks women are superior. So buckle up.
Gosh. I'm
Tell
so
a
ready.
lady that they're stronger than everyone else. Megan,
Yeah.
stronger than everyone else.
Agreed.
And we're going to rewind to the beginning of Andrea's story. So we're rewinding to when all of this athleticism started.
Mm.
I think most all of us can agree that getting into running is often not as simple as find a pair of shoes and head out the door. It usually sucks at first.
Yeah.
Rascal,
But
once you
it kind of just
started
keeps
running,
sucking.
yeah, what kept you running once you started it?
Well, Arlie, you're the reason I got into running. I don't know if you set me up for that or not, but
I
it's
didn't, but I'm
okay.
so glad the setup worked.
Well, it's like 100% true because when we both moved to Vermont, not knowing each other, I had like gotten this idea in my head that I wanted to keep my hiking fitness. And I was like, I'm going to like try and run or bike or do something every single day for a month. And I did that. And it was fine because I was biking a lot. And then I met you and you were like, I run a lot. And I was like, oh God, okay. Sure, I can do that. Because you were trying to come climb with me and I wanted to go run with you. So we, because we were forming this beautiful friendship
Oh
and
my
all of
god.
that. And then it started to get cold and we were both from the South and we were like, how do we do this? So then, yeah, I mean, I just kept running because I was like, I want to hang out with Arlie. And, running is similar to hiking sometimes and gets you out on trails. And that's really the main reason I keep doing it. It does suck, and, like, most days I'm like, "Oh god, I still gotta go on my run." But then I always do, and then I always feel a million times better, so but
Beautiful.
it does suck.
Yeah. Yeah. So Andrea was deep into scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, which
Oh, hell
honestly,
yeah.
same. Yeah, love to hear it. And during the pandemic, so like 2020, she decided she wanted to replace her hour of scrolling with an hour of indoor cycling.
Whoa.
And she was hooked. She was like a mouse to cheese or a kitty to fancy feast. Once they have that first taste, they can't get enough. And while on the bike, Andrea was watching ultra running videos on YouTube, which is also known as a gateway drug.
It really is.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
She was quickly inspired by Courtney and Tara's epic YouTube ultra adventures. I also watch a lot of ultra videos on YouTube while I'm on the indoor bike and the treadmill. It really fuels indoor exercise in a special way that few other things do. Courtney's Tahoe video is one of my favorites. And then anything with Lucy Bartholomew or Abby Hall. I'm putting it on YouTube on my cell phone screen while I'm puttering along on the uphill treadmill.
I don't know how you guys do it. Treadmill life it just doesn't work for Rascal.
You know, it's never worked for me until this winter.
Whoa.
And now I do it once or twice a week and it doesn't bother me. I watch TV and I don't go out in the elements, and it's like a zone 2 uphill.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try the video thing, because other than that, I make it like a half mile on the treadmill and I'm like, fuck this. And then I just like, I don't care what's going on outside. I just go figure it out.
Oh, it's my time to watch TV.
Yeah, I guess.
I have a gym show that I only watch at the gym. So if I want to watch it, like I have to be at the gym. I don't let myself watch it at home.
Can I ask what it is? Is it like a
Well,
silly
at one point it was Shrinking on Apple TV. So good. Then I finished it. I just finished season 3 of The Diplomat. And now I'm searching for a new gym TV show. Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out your Rex, people.
Yeah, drop them in the comments.
Yeah. I got nothing.
So back to Andrea. Growing up, she was well versed in the world of marathon running. Her dad has run at least 40 marathons. Yeah, he gets after it. But indoor cycling and YouTube were her first introduction to ultras. As a kid, Andrea had sworn and proclaimed that running was not for her. But being 30 and working from home and doing the indoor bike with YouTube, like, it really changed something for her.
Different vibe.
Different vibe.
Yeah.
Andrea started running by competing in a duathlon. So run, bike, run. And in 9 months, she went from self-declared sofa spud, one of my new favorite phrases, to finishing first in her age group in a heavy 50K. This was the Space Pirate, 33.3.
I love that name. God, well, I can't. It's in Florida. I promise to never go to Florida ever again. I went to school there. It's not a place I want to be.
We'll think of something different.
Yeah. But if there's another space pirate themed race anywhere, I'm in, because that just sounds like a freaking party.
Right?
Like, all I'm thinking of is like, I'm thinking like, what's that festival out in the desert that they do?
Burning Man?
I'm thinking like a Burning Man, like ultra, honestly. Where everyone's like dropping acid and like space pirates and music is like blaring and you're just like tripping.
Javelina, but pirate themed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh man. Anyway.
Yeah. So this was 2024 when Andrea ran her first ultra, the space pirate thing. She started a run streak. And a run streak is where you run at least 1 mile every single day.
Nice.
It's really intense. She fell so in love with running that she did it every single day. And for the first 6 months or so, she was averaging 5 miles a day.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
Right? Her run streak lasted for 334 days.
Damn.
Funny enough, our cat Banana also has a streak with Fancy Feast. She loves it so much that she has it every single day.
Freaking Nana.
Yeah, she's different than other kitties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meg, have you ever thought about doing a run streak?
Um, Sometimes I like unintentionally do, but then life does, get in my way once in a while, and I like to say I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. So, as much as I do think that running's like my number one physical thing that I love to do, I also really enjoy biking and hiking and skiing and climbing and freaking working out and like all the other activities. So some days I don't run and then I feel a little weird, but honestly, right now in my life, I'm running at least 6 days a week. So
Maybe you should consider a run streak.
maybe my New Year's resolution.
Oh. Andrea,
Mm,
she was loving having a reason to get outside every day. She
yeah.
was in Florida. She would explore all these new kinds of trails, sending prayers to Courtney that the gators and mosquitoes and big scary snakes wouldn't take her down. She had some very close calls, some very close encounters that I cannot bring myself to detail on air.
Where in Florida? Did you
I
already
don't
say
know.
that? Oh, okay.
I don't remember what town.
That's fair.
She loved the data of running as well, like the
Mm,
numbers that come with it and
yeah,
all of the like big exciting fitness gains that you are lucky enough to experience as a new runner.
right.
She loved seeing her fitness improve so drastically and dramatically at the beginning of her running like, journey. So growing up, Andrea played organized sports and she really struggled with the anxiety of competing, and it really like held her back, it felt like, or kind of like got in the way. And this really floated away from her when she came back to racing trails and ultras. Something about it was just different. The
Mhm.
vibes were better, and she was just able to like move past that anxiety and really enjoy pushing herself to new limits and exploring race courses with the community. She didn't feel that like overwhelming sense of like anxiety about competing and performing.
Wow, that is so beautiful.
Isn't it? And so,
Yeah.
Meg, you did organized sports, like, right? You did gymnastics and stuff?
Well, yeah, my parents didn't like when I was in the house for more than a couple hours at a time because I had a lot of energy as a child, go figure. So, any sport you can ever think of to put a child in from the age of like 3 on up, Rascal was in it. I did it all. Dance, soccer, uh I tried basketball one year, swimming, gymnastics was definitely a consistent one throughout most of my childhood and adolescence. Gosh, so many things, so many sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're familiar. You're familiar.
Yeah, totally. And then I coached for a while in college too, which was a whole thing. And I definitely saw the benefits for kids. Like, it is so good. If you have kids, I know I don't have kids, so I don't really know, but I think you should force them to do some things, and physical activity is something I think everyone should be forced to do at some point in their life. You don't have to compete, but just to be doing something, you know?
Yeah. Totally
Yeah.
agree. Totally agree. So Andrea sets 4 FKTs in 2024, and she starts calling herself a trail mongrel,
Ooh.
taking the place of her previous Sofa Spud nickname. 2024 was a big year of transformation for Andrea. And by November, she is feeling ready for her second ultra. So she signs up for the Forgotten Florida race, which is in February of 2025.
Okay.
She gets to the start line feeling stellar as ever. She's in the lead, she's sticking with it. At mile 12, her foot catches a root and she hits the ground like super hard.
Ah.
Yeah, we all like know that feeling of like really just like hit like eating
Mhm.
shit, you know?
Yep.
Immediately, she feels the impact of this fall. Her back feels messed up. She has this like sciatica pain running down her hip and into her right knee. Her whole leg feels numb. I looked up sciatica because I wasn't like really sure what it meant. I just
Yeah.
heard the word before. And it's a pain that kind of like starts in your lower back and it runs like all the way down one of your legs.
That sounds like dangerous.
It
Like
sounds
that.
super bad.
Yeah, like permanent damage? Question mark.
Great question mark.
Ugh.
So Andrea hobbles 3 miles to the end of like the loop,
Mhm.
and the race director says she can drop down to the 15-mile distance. So like it wasn't a true DNF,
Right.
but like our story doesn't end here also. And Andrea's run streak also doesn't end here either. She keeps running. The back issue continues to exist, as does the sciatica pain, which does
Mhm.
get like a little better. But some hip pain also develops, which Andrea kind of chalks up to like a tight hip flexor or something like that.
Yeah.
Classic runner move.
It's fine.
We've all done
Everything's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the run streak continues. The run streak lives to see another day. And Andrea wins a duathlon during this time.
So she finished that race and then won another duathlon?
Well, she was going to do like a 30-mile, like a 50K. But when she finished the loop and she was like, I can't run. And the race director said, well, you'll get the finish for the 15-mile.
Okay, I see.
one.
So it was,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. And so like we've talked a lot about run streaking. I want to talk about it a little bit more. Run streaking is different. It's like a different brand of running, and it's not the brand that I participate in. And what I mean by this is that run streakers like Andrea will run through damn near anything to get that 1 mile a day minimum in. They run through colonoscopy prep, hurricanes, the flu, wild hours of the day before an early morning flight. They are dedicated and they mean business. If someone applies for a job and they're a run streaker, hire them.
True. If someone's a runner at all, freaking hire them.
Yeah.
Dude, we have some pretty great work ethic, let me tell you.
Honestly. And
Yeah.
so I kind of like have a rule for myself where I'm like, if there's too many aversive conditions, I'm not doing it. Like a regular training run, if there's too many aversive conditions, like, but some things will cancel out an aversive condition. Like a friend, that'll cancel out like 1, maybe 2 conditions,
Yeah.
Meg, what are some of, like, what is one of the wildest kind of like training run weather conditions you've ever run?
Ugh. I mean, I don't necessarily pay attention to weather too much because I'm always like, I'll just deal with whatever comes my way. And that's really, really screwed me over so many times in my life. God, I have been so uncomfortable so many times. Most recently, this wasn't a run, it was actually a bike. I said, my legs are tired. I'm going to take a rest day from running and I'm going to go on a bike ride instead. Well, turns out when you bike up this one road called Junction Creek near where we live in Durango, the top is slushy and snowy and freezing cold. And so it took me over an hour to bike 5 miles uphill, which is
Oh my
really
God.
slow because I was slogging through the slush, but I was like, no, this is fine. It's fine. Well, on the way down was not fine. And this is like classic Rascal is like,
It is.
I'm fine on the way out. I'll push it till whenever. But then I always forget there's another half. And that latter half is where I definitely struggle. So, needless to say, it did take a lot of hours after the bike ride for me to regain feeling in my fingers and toes. And now the brakes on my bike are definitely loose and I need to fix those. But it was great.
Okay then.
Yeah.
So finally, when Andrea is limping around the block and the pain has not subsided and her mile time has skyrocketed, she goes to the doctor. She gets some imaging done at the doctor, and the doctor is speechless, shook, dumbfounded. She said, "You must be in so much pain." The doctor says this.
Right.
Turns out, Andrea has a bulged L4, L5 disc in her back, and her femoral neck is almost completely cracked in half. But wait.
Oh my God.
There's more.
Oh, no,
The
please.
doctor said you also have degenerative discs, some scoliosis, and arthritis. Andrea feels like she's just like defeated,
Yeah.
completely, utterly defeated. The idea that she is just like so injured and
Mm-hmm.
has to stop running like immediately is just completely insane and unimaginable to her.
Right.
The run streak ends.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God, because I understand the emotional and mental pain that is, but, like, thank God she stopped the physical pain.
Yeah. Yeah. The run streak ends. 334 days done and over with. A suspected hip flexor pain is actually a broken femur. And that was the final straw for the run streak.
Damn.
And this is the DNF.
Yeah.
Andrea's summer race schedule, her summer plans, like gone out the window. Did not finish, did not start
No.
those. Yeah.
No, time to recover. Time to sit down and get your body right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is wild.
Andrea looked for some second opinions, which is like a great thing to do. You know, it is. It is. So Meg, you had
Yeah.
some injury stuff last year and you looked for a second opinion and
I
that was
did.
like the greatest thing you could have done.
You are correct, because upon first initial appointment and diagnosis, I was told that I was gonna basically have to have reconstructive surgery. And then by the third opinion that I went to, I was told, "You'll be fine in 6 weeks. It's a stress fracture." So,
So second opinions are good.
yeah, they're
Like
so good.
we support second opinions on this show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Andrea had a really hard time finding a doctor that understood what it means to be a runner and an athlete. And I think like so many of us
Mhm.
have had that experience.
That's what happened to me. Urgent
Yeah.
care, don't trust him. But
Yeah.
when you go to a specialist who also happens to be a runner, boom. You're understood, which is the
I
biggest
feel like
thing.
that's the biggest thing. You're understood.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally, because their whole mindset is, "Okay, how are we gonna get you back quickly and efficiently?" Whereas urgent care and other people who don't run, they're like, "Just stop everything and don't think about it."
Yeah, I feel like doctors that are runners like understand the demands that we place on our bodies and also like how it isn't like absurd to place those demands on our bodies. Yeah. So luckily Andrea found her surgeon is an athlete and he like totally understood what getting back to normal meant for her, that it meant like a high level of activity and like of running and cycling and stuff. He has the surgeon like strongly recommended that she
Mm,
take off more time than what ChatGPT recommends. And
fair.
so Andrea has reported that she is trying her hardest to listen to the doctor and not listen to the AI. Yeah, seems like a good move in my
We're really proud of you, Andrea.
yeah, we're so
I
proud.
We're here for you too. We get it.
Mhm,
We've all
mhm.
been there.
Andrea said that she is learning how to know what her body can and cannot handle.
Mhm.
And she is learning physical and mental patience and the importance of rest days. She thinks that she will be a better athlete with rest days, and she also thinks her PT will be happier with her. Yeah,
100%.
yeah. So we're at the end of our story. What do you think, Meg?
Man, I that's probably one of the most relatable stories ever. Is just like a strong fucking badass woman who realizes what she is capable of and how much she can push herself, and that her mentality overrides her body and her physicality, and like this insane injury, and she
Mm-hmm.
just keeps going regardless for the 1 mile a day, if that's what she was down to at the end, you know so it's just that was a good one. That was a good story. And I
Yeah,
mean, I understand slightly classified as DNF, but like, I don't know.
it feels really relatable.
Totally.
to like so many of us that have been like, well, I might be injured, but what if I'm not?
Just
What if
like,
it goes away after this run?
right. What if I just stretch and then like do some strength stuff and then it's like fine?
It's probably the strength workout I skipped yesterday.
That's the
That's
only.
probably why I think I might be hurt right now.
Yeah, let me
It
just
wasn't.
figure that out. No, it's usually not. When you know, but you like don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
So,
What do you think Andrea could have done differently? This is like a classic question that we ask.
mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, I think she like had to go through all of that to get to where she is now. So that way, after this current period of recovery and like laying off, she'll come back so freaking strong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sure, she could have listened to her body and like taken rest days. She could have stopped running after that big fall. Like, she could have done all that. But for who she is, I think it was important that she didn't.
That's a good point. I feel like she could have gone to the doctor sooner. But I hear what you're saying that like, she is who she is
Mhm.
and this is her path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a cool path. Oh, man, especially for someone living in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
I think that Andrea should do a backyard ultra.
Yeah. When she's
She
ready to
is
come back.
tough as nails.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubba's? Think she'll be good by next year's Bubba's?
Andrea, Bubba's 2026.
2026?
Calling your name, we'll crew.
Yeah. Hell
You've
yeah.
got a crew up here.
I want to
Sign up.
go.
We're here for you.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I've actually never been to Bubba's, so
You should come.
I would really
It's
like
a
to come this year.
blast. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all are on my list.
Yes. One final update. So at the end of June, Andrea was beginning to incorporate little teeny tiny bits of running into her walks.
Nice.
So like 30 seconds,
Mhm.
And she's on the mend, healing great.
Mhm. So good to hear.
That's our story.
So good. What a lovely time.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I could hijack